All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dialar's Squealic Tactics. I'm just gonna kind of wing this one. So, with the 1 year anniversary in Eternal Evolution, the team behind the content creator program has asked us to make a video describing our Eternal Evolution journey, kind of in game, kind of as a content creator with a couple points. And I thought that this was probably a good time for me to make a video. If I'm going to make it about my Eternal Evolution journey, I might as well discuss my journey in general. So if you've clicked on this video and you're watching for some in-depth like Eternal Evolution tactics, or is this hero good, or blah blah blah, you're not going to get any of that. This is going to be like a look behind the curtain of me, Dylan Dialar. Funny story behind that name, but this is going to be a very, very quick journey through parts of my life leading up to covering mobile games, YouTube, Twitch, all the way up till present day, covering Eternal Evolution as my only game. So without further ado, if you're along for the ride, thank you very much. Yeah, let's get to it. I'm kind of nervous to talk about this. So my Eternal Evolution journey. Well, we're going to actually start at the beginning. We're going to start and we're going to kind of go through what brought me here. So, I am 43 years old. I live in Western Canada. In 2004, back when I was a young pup, I got married. That is a picture from my wedding day. That is my wife. Now, directly, like literally the 2 weeks after we got married, we decided, let's screw it. Let's go to university. So I went to university. I put myself through school as a bartender, working nights, a lot of nights. Very, very fun. Met a really, really good group of people. Some of who I still talk to quite regularly. These group of guys were a lot of fun. I did really, really well in school. Like I said, put my way through it. My wife worked the whole time. I got an honors degree, or a high honors degree, in my undergrad, which basically in Saskatchewan means that you do an honors thesis in your last year and you actually perform a real study, real participants, etc., etc., etc. My study was so good and my thesis was so good that I actually got published before, or very, very shortly after I left my undergrad. This is my study. You can see it is, I know everyone knows about polyamory now, but back in my day, this was very controversial to do. I actually got kicked out of my first honors thesis program for wanting to do stuff like this. So, finished university, and then while I was deciding, well, where are we going to go for grad school? Yes, lo and behold, my wife got pregnant. Oh, yeah, am I pointing the right way? Yes, I am pointing the right way. My wife got pregnant. So it was, damn, we are really, really poor, and we got a baby coming, and you don't really make a lot of money in grad school. Plus, I'm probably not going to be able to work as a bartender with a baby, in the house and in grad school. So instead, we decided to move back to southern Saskatchewan, and I got a pretty sweet gig working for a fairly large Canadian oil producer in a CO2 enhanced oil recovery field, which has treated me very, very, very well. Very, very good company to work for, and I work for them to this day. Hence the reason why most of my videos come out late at night, because I work really long hours. So the whole time while working in the patch, really my biggest tool are my fingers for typing on a keyboard. So that's really, while doing all that with my free time, I decided I'm going to become a gym rat. So for about 6 years, I was in the gym all the time. Loved my deadlifts, missed my deadlifts, definitely missed going to the gym. But then COVID hit in March of 2020. Couldn't go to the gym. I could still go to work, but now I'm pretty much stuck in my house. Okay. At that time, I had already been playing mobile games, and at that time, I was playing Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Prior to COVID, I was just making really simple videos on my phone, no face, just voice recording over, recording off of my phone, and then I'd upload it. Very, very, very simple thumbnails, basically just still image captures. But through my, 5 or 6 years playing that game, during COVID, I really kind of learned how to do the YouTube stuff. I learned how to do all of the Twitch stuff. I still have my Twitch channel. I just don't have, it's hard for me to stream EE because, one, it's not cross-platform, and you can finish. So I finished all my stuff in like 20 minutes. So, it's not the same. So met a huge group of people. I was a fairly established content creator in that game during the time that I was making content for that game. Huge group of people. A lot of those people I still talk to this day. It was great. It was this was my social interaction. This is what kind of fed the drive for me to get better at the YouTube, to get better at Twitch. If you guys watched my This Week in Eternal Evolution videos for EE, where I bring in guests, it's stuff like this that I'm trying to recapture. Look at my face. Every one of us, except for Heinzie. I don't know why Heinzie's looking so sullen with his mustache there. But this video was made right after I quit, and they brought me in just to talk about my whole Star Wars Galaxy Heroes journey. Great group of people. Love those guys. But Star Wars Galaxy Heroes is where I really cut my teeth in becoming a content creator in YouTube and in Twitch. And like I was saying, my This Week in Eternal Evolution videos, I try to model them kind of like this. This is the type of feel I'm going for, because it's stuff like this that really integrates the community, right? So at least I hope it does. At least that's my goal. So Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, I quit that game in November of, what was that? That was 21? Yeah, November of 2021. Kind of because it was taking so much time just to play the game itself. It took so much time. It took so much money. There was so much to do, much like Raid, I believe, much like Marvel Strike Force. There was so much to do in that game. I just didn't have time for it anymore. I felt like I was somewhat being neglectful of my other responsibilities, and I decided to quit. But it wasn't long after that I found another game that I could put in a lot less time into, but I still really enjoyed, and that was Marvel Future Revolution. May it rest in peace. My YouTube audience basically stagnated the entire time that I was playing this game, which was almost a year, because no one was playing this game. I think at the height of the time I was playing, there was only roughly 10,000, 20,000 people playing the game, even though it was a gorgeous video game. Like, it was a mobile MMO. It was so, they put so much effort, so much time into building that game, but then just through their own greed and hubris. You think Marvel or Eternal Evolution is expensive? If you wanted to max one character in this game, one hero, you're looking at like 5 to 8 to 10 grand. Okay, this game was huge, pay to win. But I played it, I bought the stuff, I liked it, but then the writing was kind of on the wall, and as soon as I knew that the game was going into maintenance mode, it was going to die, I was like, yeah, there's no point playing it, there's no point covering it, so I quit. Which I think I quit in it would have been like October 2022. And then I always have to be playing some kind of mobile game. So then I found Eternal Evolution, and this was the first video I ever made. Very simple, again, thumbnails. I'd like to think that my thumbnails have gotten better. You can see this isn't even the characters in this screenshot, other than I think this kind of looks like Bot Mark 2 or Slash Omar over in the side. The guy on the far right kind of looks like Hate, one of the normal ones. Other than that, I don't recognize. That's kind of Crete, kind of down. This was like their initial advertising. With stuff like this, although none of this made it into the final product at launch. And I started this game very quickly after launch. So, and I'm still playing today, still covering content on Eternal Evolution today. So that was a quick, like, 10-minute stroll down memory lane. Now you know more about me than I have probably ever shown on a video in my entire YouTube career. It's not a career, though. It's a hobby. So now that I've been playing Eternal Evolution for almost exactly a year. I started probably 10 days after global launch, and I felt like I was really behind. But I jumped into the EE content creators. Back then, it was Dan, Ivy, Hell Hades, Veiled, Gameplay Horizon. Those were like the big five. And then there was a whole bunch of other smaller content creators, kind of like there is now. I digested everything. I loved this game. This was an idle RPG, which I had never really played before, but it is still kind of a gacha. It is a hero collector game at its core, with straight up gacha mechanics. But out of all the games I've ever played, this was and is still remains one of the most free to play friendly games. Even with the SPs, even with the Nord drama, and I know I capitalized on the Nord drama, even with all that, this game is still one of the most friendly, free-to-play friendly games. And I've tried a lot of games on the side while I've been covering the 3 games that I've discussed with you guys tonight. But all those games, they never made it. I tried Marvel Strike Force for a while. I tried Raid Shadow Legends for a while. I tried, so many. I tried, Dragon Champions. I tried a bunch of those, like, those base builders, not Clash of Clans, Age of Empires, Call of Dragons, stuff like that. Rise of Heroes, or whatever it was called. I can't remember. A lot of those games. Heroes of Middle-earth. Tried it, dropped it. Watcher of Realms, tried it, dropped it. And right now on the side, I'm playing Dragonair, Silent Gods, I think it's called. Still playing that one, but don't know. Still don't know. It still captures my attention enough that I still play it. But now let's get into the Eternal Evolution part of this video. So my journey in Eternal Evolution. Well, I started making videos without being in the content creator program, but very, very quickly, I got reached out to by someone named Meng on Discord. Meng was my recruiter that brought me into the fold, into the EECC program, and I've been there ever since. One thing I got to say is I've been a part of other content creator programs, not for SWGA, but for MFR. MFR I was. And we got, there was perks. I realized that being in these programs, you get perks for making the videos because you are basically an advertising arm of the game. In the end, that is what the programs typically are about, right? You promote, you post, you say good things, and I say bad things, and you get in-game rewards. That's no mystery. I think everyone knows that the CCs get in-game currency and rewards. But this program, over and above, especially what I got in the last one, is so generous. So I really gotta give my kudos and my thanks to the EE dev team for being very, very generous in some of the stuff they give us on a weekly and monthly basis. So I got brought into the EE program. I was kind of quiet. I still just made my videos every day, or not every day, but regularly, right? I kind of fell into a nice little pattern of what to cover. So I usually cover an initial impression when they announce a new hero. I have my This Week in Eternal Evolution, where I kind of go over the whole game for the week. I do the patch notes. I do my deep dives, which are really popular. I do my post-release summaries, and then I try to do like strategy guides wherever I can for, say, like the endless battles, or if anything's going on in game. And then I do a lot of videos where I just cover the comings, the goings on of what's going on in the game at any given time. Like if I get some inside knowledge from somebody in the community, I'll make a video on it. And it's just this game, and it's funny because Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, it seemed like I had a much wider community in the game, because the game I think has like 20 times the population of this game, with fellow content creators and with people in my alliance clusters and stuff, but for some reason I seem to have found a niche whatever, in this game where for some odd reason people like watching my stuff. And it is if I could show you a graph of subscriber growth, I think I had 5,000 subscribers or I had 4,000 something when I stopped playing Swugga, and then I gained maybe 500 subscribers while I was playing Marvel Future Revolution. But now, I think I started this and I was just under 5,000, and I'm over 7,000 now. So, my thanks to everybody that watches all my videos and that subscribes to my channels. It's hard for me to parse out the Eternal Evolution community because, for some odd reason, a lot of my Galaxy of Heroes guide videos still get a lot of traction, which is the benefit of YouTube, right? It's on there forever. Someone's always if you make a really good guide, someone's always going to search it out and they're going to find it. So, hard for me to parse out the subscriber growth still from Swugga and then from EE as well. But one thing I will say is that community-wise, my Discord has never been as active as it is with the Eternal Evolution content, or with the Eternal Evolution community. What do I attribute that to? I think that I am one of the more accessible CCs for this game. Yeah, like I've jumped into some of the other content creators' Discords, and while it's busy, you never really see them that active. I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just trying to figure out a reason why my Discord is really busy. And if you want to join my Discord, it is down. It is linked in the description of this video down below. So yeah. What's my favorite part? What is the thing that has kept me here, that has kept me as engrossed? Because I'm putting out far more videos on a weekly basis than I have in any other games I've played. But what keeps me doing it? One, I like doing it. I like the whole process of sitting here in my office, got my whole system set up. It's like a TV production in my house. That in of itself is enjoyable. I like the editing process. I like making thumbnails. I just like the whole YouTube thing. And I even have a second channel where it was the whole thing about, oddly enough, aside again, I told you this was going to be more of a blog. When my whole goal for starting making like gaming videos was, I have another channel that was supposed to be a financial channel where I was going to talk about investing and whatnot. And I think I got like 4 videos on that channel. I don't have time, but this was supposed to be the training wheels to go into something like that, because that is another area of YouTube that is very popular nowadays, and that is also something that I'm also very passionate about, besides you know, family, work, and YouTube, and gaming in general. But my favorite part of EE that keeps me coming back is it's something about, it's like a proper, you know, when they say lightning strikes, when they trapped lightning in a bottle, there's something about the niche sci-fi nature of this gacha game, and there's just enough complexity in gearing, progression, all the strategy in team compositions, even though it is kind of becoming just cookie cutter teams. There's enough variability, and there's enough motivation to be better every day that it just keeps me enraptured. Like I said, the sci-fi nature. You know, I've said in many other videos that I get a lot of StarCraft vibes off of this, with the, you know, the Terran being humans, Atlas being Protoss, and then the Wenfir being Zerg. And this game does draw in a lot of inspiration from other games, as you've seen with the Warcraft, with like Teresh, Jaina. I know Helentis, her art was almost very heavily off of another character. Someone linked me the model in that game or whatever. You know, Bailey, when I first saw Bailey, I was like, yeah, it's a ripoff of a lightsaber. Like, you know, it's just blatant. It's right there. A lot of people have made a lot of, like, Ravenna is basically a inspired very heavily by Jinx from League of Legends. Like, when this game came out, I think, what was it called? Arcane? Was some of the hype was just starting to die. So I feel a lot of, you know, Jinx is basic. I mean, Ravenna, whoops, is basically Jinx, which is kind of funny. But so yeah, everything about the game, it just enraptures me. It draws me in every day. And as I've said in other people's videos, in some of the more podcasty type videos, is that the fact that I can be done on my main account, all of the stuff that I need to do in game, in 20 to 30 minutes, depending on, again, then when you get stuff like Twilight Lands, that adds a little bit more time. But on average, on a day-to-day basis, I'm going to say the high end for me on my main account is about 30 minutes a day. I spend more time making one video than a couple days worth of actual play time in this game. But I do have multiple accounts, so I do have I do that. I do yeah, haha. You know, 43 years old, I'm still making poop jokes. Go figure. So it's hard for me to say my favorite part in this game. I've said it before, is that it respects my time. It's very free to play friendly and it respects my time. But also, I love the content creator program that I'm a part of. If they kicked me out, would I keep playing? I don't know, it'd be tough. I'd give it a try, but it'd be tough. But I'd give it a try. Content creator program is awesome. The community is awesome. My guildies are awesome. Everyone in my Discord is awesome. The people that watch my YouTube videos, you guys are awesome. I think I've already said that, but you are awesome. You help motivate me to do this. So pretty much, it's hard for me to sum up one point. Like the heroes, okay, the heroes are cool, but you know, the heroes look cool in Dragon Air Silent Gods as well. They look really good. They look really good in Raid Shadow Legends. The characters themselves are just pixels on the screen, and they only bring so much. It's everything surrounding them, the content, the game modes, the flow, the feel of the game modes as they transition, start, stop, all that stuff. It's all of it's everything. It's the whole picture that draws me into Eternal Evolution. It's my favorite part. So I'm gonna say the whole thing, the whole damn thing. I can say that because it's my video. Now, passion as a CC, that's a topic that they wanted me to cover. I think I've already discussed that. My passion as a content creator stems from mainly from my ability just to learn something and do it. So when I went to school to get a degree that I've never used, I said I wanted to get something, to do something, to excel. And I did. I excelled in getting my degree. When my whole fitness journey, I decided one day I was going to do it, and I excelled. And then when that ended, I decided YouTube was going to be the next thing, or content creation. And while I wouldn't say I've excelled, when you look at the stats of the average size of channels, I think I am with 7,000 or a little over 7,000 subscribers and monetized, I am still in like the top, I think the top 6 percentile. Like 94% of people that have channels on YouTube don't have more than a couple, like 1,000 subscribers. That's just the case. It is made up by a vast majority, the people that get the most views are the smallest minority of people on YouTube. So while I wouldn't say I've excelled, my goal was never to become, I don't know, Abba and Preach, Destiny, stuff like that, right? Because that's a full-time job. I already have a full-time job. I like my job. It offers me a lot of, not joy. It's a very good career, and it's, you know, semi-professional. It's a good career. I wish I didn't have to wake up so early in the morning, and I wish I didn't get home so late, but it is very, very flexible to me, my family, our needs, and is very, you know, financially rewarding. So, where I don't know why I said that. So, oh yeah, day job. I'm not gonna quit my day job to pursue a career in content creation because, one, I'm 43. I'm not giving up a pension for video games. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, my passion as a CC comes from my drive to excel on what I do. Plus, it's something I like to do. Like, if I ever decide to start going back to the gym, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna have enough as much time to YouTube as well. So there's a little touch on my passion. Now, they wanted me to talk about my expectations for Eternal Evolution. This is probably the hardest question that I've been asked to answer in this video. And my expectation is that minimally, the dev team has to put in, you know, as much work in year 2 as they did in year 1. I know a lot of people have issues with heroes coming out as fast as they do, but I think that is a very respectable cadence. It keeps the game fresh. Just look at Samael, just came into the game, and he does change team dynamics a little bit. With every new hero, it changes the dynamics a little bit, and they do have to keep up that pace. What I expect them is I expect for, you know, we are getting a new guild mode shortly. I do believe with this next patch on the 16th. I expect that will not be the last one. I expect that they're going to expand on the current game modes they have in game. I expect, it is my expectation, if the devs are watching this, that we get more levels to Ancient Altar, that they make Astral tickets more plentiful, more easy to get for free to play. They make SPs in general more obtainable for free to play. I'm not saying just give them so they can, in a month, they'll have a maxed out one, but maybe in a month of play, they'll have 2 copies, because keep in mind, they're probably going to release one every 4 months. So you're going to get a half of an SP every release cycle. So then, you know, you're always going to be 1 behind. So if it takes you 8 months to get a whole SP, perfect. That means 2 have come out. Now you can start on a second one while the Whales and Krakens are starting on the 3rd. That's not unreasonable, and that is my expectation of you, EE devs. My expectation is also that we get, I don't know, what else? I think that sums it up a lot. I want more holiday events. I want more, like, you've got a lot of events in game. I want to see, I want you to tweak things that are no longer relevant. Like, hero rallies now are almost no longer relevant because of the heroes you get. Bailey is the 900 reward. Or the 800 reward. He is 800? 700. He's the 700 reward. He's useless. Get rid of him. At 500, the SSS selector. A lot of those heroes, people have max. A lot of those heroes are useless. Get rid of them. Switch it up. Switch it up. I know you have switched up other stores. Make those old heroes that we don't need, aka a Xena. Well, here, let's just go. We'll go right into it. We're gonna make this a long video. So, like, even Crete. So if we go down here, Anaruda, Rez, all of these, Nautilus, Prygor. Not them. Who else? Zeta, Bailey, Mazrani. Almost, definitely Crete. I won't say Leo yet. So many heroes. You know what? I expect you to put them as random drops, much like Anaruda here, in just advanced. Why? Because they're not useful for anything anymore. You've power crept them out of the teams they were useful in. Apparently I'm still sick. Guan Yu, right? Skewer and Hattie. For the completionists out there, make them available basically for free and make them plentiful. You did one banner. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was called a Divine Blessing. I can't remember exactly. But it was you had a really high drop rate of legacy old school triple S in an advanced summoning. From advanced summons for that 1 week. That should be like that every day. So tweak the rewards and stuff. Like, there's no reason for me to push story mode. Like, this account, I'm on 4921. There's no reason to push it because I'm only going to get 1 limited ticket every stage, and the rewards I'm going to get from this it doesn't go up significantly enough to affect my account. And in fact, all of these rewards are kind of trash. Like, other than you get more leveling materials in Crimson Abyss now, this idle mode collection system is kind of redundant. It is completely redundant now because of other game modes you've added in game. There's so much stuff you can do. You know, Twilight Lands, it's a race, right? Like, people are done stage 15. Obviously, this is my streaming account. I haven't even done it yet. People are done stage 15 in an hour or less from it going live. And then we're sitting around waiting for 10 days till stage 16 goes live. And then we're done that in 20 minutes. At least the tip of the spear is. Either give us more levels, make red prototypes more plentiful in here, but definitely give us more levels, or go back to how it was, where it was almost uncompletable, where it would actually take us a week to get 7 levels of the 10 down, right? This is too quick. We need more on this. This does look like these look like whales, so this looks like it's going to be an assassin boss. In fact, you can tell it's going to be assassin because there's a freaking cloak right there. Probably going to need Samael. So much stuff you could do. A lot of people, you know what? A lot of people hate this game mode. A lot of people love this game mode. You know, this should be, you should add a new stage every month. It can't be that hard. I don't know. I'm not a coder. I'm not a developer, but you should have one of these every month. And with increasing, because this says coming soon. With each progression, the rewards should get significantly better. Like, I'm talking a triple S copy after this point in each one, right? Some of the stuff that's not relevant in this game, you can make as rewards and people will be happy. They'll eat it up. Ancient Altar, again, we drastically need more levels on this. Guild Hunt, we need more Guild Hunt bosses. Guild Hunt has been out for a year, and Guild Hunt is old at this point. It is old and tired. It is these same bosses, Whale, Turbine, Spider, same bosses twice a week. Give us, so we're currently at stage 18. We have 3 bosses. I think they should give us at least 2 more bosses. So it should be these 3, 1, 2, 3, right? And then new bosses, 4, 5. And then it's that 5 cycle over and over again. Give us 20. Give us up to 20. We're not going to beat it, but let us bang our head against it. Give us something more to progress, to strive for. But these bosses are getting old. Or every week, you know, design new bosses, switch up the bosses. You have many more bosses in Endless Battle. You could turn them into guild bosses. It's not hard. So revamp this. Always be adding on to your existing game modes. This daily challenge, this is pretty much useless at this point. Turn this into revamp this completely. Start from the ground up. I understand the whatchamacallit, the world boss or the guild boss it's not giving us anything worthwhile other than contributing points to Guild Hunt. The rewards are meaningless. Like, tier this bad boy. I'm gonna say, kind of like Watcher of Realms, or I think Raid did it. Have the rewards be really good at the higher levels. Make this a personal boss that we have to develop a whole bunch of teams for. Revamp this completely, because right now it's useless. The heroes that you see above me is Zeta, Azina, and Bailey. This literally hasn't changed since launch. It is in drastic need of an overhaul. Yeah, I'm not going to harp on that anymore. Guilds. Okay, my expectation. Guilds need a lot of work. Wow, I am 34 minutes in this, and now I'm starting to sound preachy. Guilds need a lot of work. First of all, how we're broken up into servers isn't going to work. It's just not. People that are stuck on servers 1 to 10, they're by their lonesome. They're all by themselves. Do server merges at the least. At the least, do server merges. At the most, maybe allow server transfers. Even if it costs $5, I guarantee you some people are going to be like, I want to transfer servers, but there has to be a cap on how high you can transfer, because you don't want to transfer to a brand new server, because then someone that is a whale will dominate a whole brand new server. They have to only move up so far. So people that are on like 1 to 10, I'd say can move up to the current biggest bracket, which is I think 10 to 65, around there, 10 to 65, 10 to 75, and this is on the North American servers. Make movement, do something, because I'm sure there are guilds out there that are having an incredibly difficult time filling up their ranks with active players. I know that doing server merges is going to screw up people that are kind of like dominating sleepy accounts, but you know, it's for the health of the game. Do something with this. If just make, I don't know, expand on Summon Arena, make Summon Arena much more expansive, so, and make the rewards better, because right now, people that are out in the first, you know, qualifier rounds or the group rounds, the rewards are crap. Make this better. You guys can almost upgrade every game mode. Now, regular arena, galactic arena, and hell arena, fine. Those ones can stay exactly as they are because they scale with our improved rosters. They're always going to improve on their own. They don't need any help. But Summon Arena is kind of different because I think Summon Arena, since the rewards are only good for the top 16, that's top 16 across, like, I don't know, 65 servers in my case. Or not 65. I think it's like 10. I think they group them up by like 10 or so. But that's a lot of people. And only 16 can get those good servers. At least make it a top 64. Like, just expand it. Make it bigger, but make the rewards better. Because as it stands now, the rewards are crap. No, not the shop, but if we go into rewards, yeah, we can look at it. These are crap. I'm being honest. These are crap. No one really cares. Yes, a little bit of currency, you can buy something, but make the rewards good, and you know, people will want to play it more. Group stage rewards. Well, let's just take out the red runes because those are only the top rank 1 and 2, and those people are going to move on to Summon Arena anyway. These rewards for the people that don't go on Summon Arena are crap. So my expectation is make this better. So I could probably sum up my expectations for EE is keep doing what you're doing, and then everywhere else, make it better. Improve on it, add on to it, expand it, make the rewards better, but don't make the rewards so out of touch that it makes rewards meaningless. They have to, the high-end rewards have to stay kind of high-end for the whales and krakens, because otherwise they're not going to see the return on their money, right? Their perceived return on their money, because really there is no return on your money on a mobile game. There isn't. But they got to improve the rewards for the lower end, because some of these game modes, there's just no incentive to play it even. So expand your game, more new game modes, but you got to be careful. You got to thread a needle, because while right now we're asking for more content, there's going to come a point where people are eventually going to say, and I've seen in every mobile game I've played, there's too much content, and I have actually quit games because it became a full-time job, and there's too much time you had to spend in game. Oh, number one, before all this, cross-platform. Make it happen. Every other mobile game can do it. You can do it too. And I expect that is going to be one of your highest priorities in year 2. So I'm going to wrap it up right there. You know, we'll see how good this, how much views this video gets, because it was more about me than it was about the game. In fact, it was all about me. But if you've made it until the end of this video, which we're pushing on 40 minutes now, first of all, thank you. And I want you to, as the word of the day, I want you to put my real name down in the comments. So it's Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N. Put that in the comments. Thank you all for the 1 year of Eternal Evolution content. It's been a ride. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so you can expect my regular pukage of content onto YouTube. I don't know if that was the right descriptor, but we're going to go with it anyway. My regurgitation of content. I'm just going to stop now because I'm making it sound gross. So put my name down in the comments. Thank you, one and all. Devs, if you're watching this, I gave you a lot of ideas. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, also, I want you to put my name, Dylan, and then put your most wanted, just one, your most wanted, or your expectation of what you expect from the devs in Eternal Evolution. Because if they read the comments, that'll give them a real big, and I don't want, please, I don't want any negativity, but just tell me what you want, what you expect for them to do in Eternal Evolution in year 2. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much again. Thank you all. I appreciate every last one of you. The link for my Discord is below. Don't go looking up my my honors thesis, although it is on the internet, because you might learn a little bit too much about me. Or you could infer a little too much about me. All right, I'm going to stop talking now. Enough said. All right, ladies and gentlemen, till next time, cheers, peace, bye, bye.